Igbo Area TV on the Igbo.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching. Today, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. Why the Igbo people loved the late Fulani Muslim president. It sounds amazing, yeah? For people who think Igbos cannot love Fulani, you can see it. I think what Igbo does is to follow who they think will favor them. Yes, Igbos actually follow people that will favor them. People that are upright. People that are not tribalistic. People that are getting things right. Igbos lend their support, throw their weight behind them. So some people used to think Igbos hate Fulanis. No, Igbos don't hate Fulanis. This is a Fulani man, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. Igbos loved. That is our focus today. He was also a Muslim. So to tell you, Igbos doesn't hate Muslim. Now, Igbos also believed Atiku to an extent, and I will tell you the reason. Because during the election, that was 2019, there were two Fulanis vying for presidency from different parties. On a normal day, Igbos would have just, let's forget about it, since these guys are Fulanis. But they threw their weight behind Atiku. A Fulani, a Muslim. And here is why. Why did Igbos prefer Atiku? It wasn't because he chose Peter Obi. Igbos have their interest arranged. But then, Igbos also choose because of business interests. And they look at who will favor their business, being that they are business-inclined people. So, but our focus today is Yar'Adua, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. Why the Igbo people loved the late Fulani Muslim president. First of all, he was a Muslim, but he was loved by Christians. He was a Fulani, but saw Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, and other tribes in Nigeria as one. So he saw the tribes as one. It was during Yar'Adua's time that part of Dangote's monopoly was a bit curtailed. There was a time Dangote must be the one selling the sugar, the rice importation, doing it. Yar'Adua did break part of it. It was during Yar'Adua's time, Ibeto has a reprieve. Yes, a kind of relief. Yeah, you know that. But then let's look at what we have for us today. The truest Nigeria who didn't segregate or choose one tribe over the other, Yar'Adua. Under his watch, an Igbo man for the first time in Nigeria history became Inspector General of Police, and not only one but two Igbo men consecutively, Mike Mbama Okiro, 2007 to 2009, and Obonna Okechukwu Onovo, 2009 to 2010. They were appointed Inspector Generals of Police. Could you imagine? Could you imagine that? Under his watch, an Igbo man, Air Marshal Paul Dike, was the Chief of Defense Staff. Under his watch, a Yoruba man, Air Marshal Oluseyi Petinirin, was Air Force Chief. He didn't appoint all the service chiefs from his zone so as not to make it clear to others that they don't belong. No, he didn't do that. He made us feel like Nigerians. And that is why, how many agitations did you see during his time? Even while the Niger Deltans agitated, there was an amnesty program he arranged, and quickly they accepted it. You can see the cache of arms that was surrendered to the army. He didn't go to destroy their places, attack them, and say, I will seize these people, I will deal with these people. He was diplomatic. What do you want? And he called them to the table, and they arrived at something. And a lot of them shed their swords A lot of them are pilots today under a program he arranged. He understood the pains of marginalization. And under his watch, peace returned to the creeks. That's what I just said. The creeks. While he was around, there was peace right there. The explosion of pipes was reduced. These are human-instigated explosion. Not just that the pipe exploded. That's what I'm trying to say. So under his watch, we all still had hope for a better and greater Nigeria, and there wasn't any real agitation to break up Nigeria as we see today. Though, I think due to sickness, he was a bit slow and steady. But then, people were not so much bothered. People were not saying, this man is marginalizing us. So you can see the difference. Compare that to others. He understood the smile of a crocodile wasn't the way to gain the trust and acceptance of a people. Neither did he allow pythons to dance across the southeast, as we see today, which has turned the once restive Alebo into a pensive zone, sitting on a keg of TNT. You know what is TNT? So, you didn't hear Operation Egweke. You didn't hear crocodile smiling. How can crocodile come to smile where humans are? You didn't hear python bite anybody, just like it is biting people in southeast. Yet things were moving. Crocodile doesn't have to bite. The snake doesn't have to bite too. But things moved fine. The leadership style of President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua should be a lesson notes subsequent Nigerian leaders should have copied. Yes, it's a format people should copy. His leadership style should be presented in a book for others to learn. You understand? If they had, probably many of our sons and daughters fighting a just cause because of the way they are being treated in a country, they should call home and will still be alive today to contribute their quota to the growth of the nation. You see, certain kind of attitude, misrule, is what breeds agitation. When you deal with people the wrong way, they remember that, they start to question the existence of that country. You make them worry, you make them rethink, you make them remember what was before the British came to amalgamate the country. So, while Yar'Adua was there as a president, Yar'Adua of blessed memory, things were fine. Things were very fine. Things were fine. So even when Nigerians protested over his policies, which were meant to better the lives of the people, he always met us at the round table of dialogue. It's not a case of you criticize somebody at night, you're put in a handcuff. One of our brother, Elomba, was arrested the other day because of an article he wrote. He wasn't the only one. A lot of them imprisoned. You want to protest, you come out to protest. They arrange a counter-protest group. And the police wait for you to beat you up. Imagine. That wasn't the case when Yar'Adua was there. Today, the removal of subsidy, which he talked about, which many challenged, is now being championed by the same people who challenged him. What would they do with the money realized from subsidy? Will the refineries work again, as Umaru had planned, so that fuel pump price will fall and would? Or would the money disappear into some improbable pockets and the people continue to suffer? Nowadays, they don't care about who are you for them to give account to. They don't even care about giving you account. Who are you? How are Abacha's loot spent, the one retrieved? You heard that somebody who is part of the loot is the one receiving the retrieved loot. And that is why U.S. was skeptical about continuing supporting Nigeria in the effort to get back the stolen fund. That is what we hear today. Yar'Adua was a respecter of the law. You can see how they flaunt court orders now. They don't even respect the courts. The court says release this guy. The court says release the other guy. Today, Supreme Court can just nullify the victory of a governor, a sitting governor that won fair and free, and now install the person that came fourth position as the governor of the state. You could imagine that. This is what we see today. The late Eze Emmanuel Njemanze described you, Yar'Adua, as an exceptional and mourned your demise. That's Yar'Adua. We're talking about Yar'Adua. Probably as much as I did, a lot of people mourn his demise. Yar'Adua was a perfect gentleman. If there were any perfect gentleman, a good man. Well, salute to a past president who is late. Kudos. Continue to rest in peace. Please, if you have any reservations about what we said about Yar'Adua, or you have more to contribute, please do that on the comment section of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also click on the bell icon to always get our updates. We promise to be bringing you in hot and interesting topics. Bye for now. Azoka signing out. Yeah.